Hi, and welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is Caitlin with Kay's Crochet Haven. And how are you doing today, Caitlin?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome.
You
And I
doing all right?
also, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just said, are you doing all right?
Yes, I'm doing good today. And I also want to welcome those that will be watching on replay. And if you do watch the replay, please let us know in the comments. And also feel free to answer any questions that we ask on today's live. And let's see, we have Sandy here and also Mary. How are y'all ladies doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? I got my knitting on today.
I worked on a chevron blanket. I've got one color done and I need to get another color and then I have two other colors to add to it once I get the other color.
That's how my temperature blanket this year, I'm doing it
Hmm.
knitted in the chevron stitch.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I do my one row a day, and I'm working on trying to get my shawl finished. I
Yeah,
I probably have probably 2 more weeks to go on it. I would think maybe
yeah.
three. Let's see. Annette's here. Hi, Annette. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? And then gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna start knitting next. I don't know if I'm gonna do socks or if I'll do another shawl. I kind of go back and forth,
Yeah.
but I think I'm leaning more towards socks. Oh,
Okay.
you working on your temperature blanket, Annette? Awesome. And I'm doing a temperature blanket challenge, and those that finish their a 2022 temperature blanket by the end of February 2023 will get entered into a giveaway. Just make sure to send a picture of it. But when that time comes, I'm gonna be announcing it too, though.
Okay.
That's like a year away. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
I just said, oh, okay.
But yeah, and let's see.
Did you know that Kalina, myself, and Cindy from Life in Yarn Tangled are doing a temperature blanket crochet along this year?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
we are.
I know. I think Kaylina with My Own Utopia.
Mm.
That's some type of crochet along going on too.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that's the one.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew about that one. And there may be other people doing challenges with it or crochet alongs.
Right.
Mary said just finished cleaning up snow. I'll try to remember to take pictures tomorrow. I also finished a crochet angle ornament earlier today. Oh, awesome. Yeah, and also those that are getting snow in your area, take some pictures of your snowmen, and y'all can send it to me in February 28th. I'll be doing a snow themed video and showing y'all pictures.
That's cool.
And that says, at least I'm on the border. Yeah, yeah, I had to do 5 rows for my border. You're in? All right, awesome. Hi, Samantha. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Annette says she's working and listening. So, Caitlin, you want to go ahead and tell everyone about your channel and yourself?
Certainly. I I try to do one video a week on Sundays, which is showing whips or finished objects. And then once a week on Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, I do a live just to crochet and chat.
Awesome. And let's see. Samantha says she's not working on anything. Yes, Samantha Stewart just started a channel and she put her channel link in the chat. So if y'all can go check her out, show her y'all Yorny love and support. That would be awesome sauce.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's see. You want to go ahead and ask the first question today, Caitlin?
Yeah. I was trying to find my there. Do not disturb. Keep having uh notifications. Okay, the first question, do you prefer fruits or vegetables and why?
So which do you prefer?
I prefer either one. It just depends on what I feel like. I like all fruits except for mango, and I like all vegetables except for asparagus. So it's whatever I'm in the mood for.
I prefer fruits. I don't know. I just find they taste better. And like I think I like every fruit except for cherries and pineapple. But pineapple I will use the juice or I'll get the crushed pineapple. Sometimes I can stir fries or certain dishes. But it has to be like I like it like really crushed. I don't like the chunks.
Yeah,
I want it to kind of like just like naturally blend in. I know
right,
I know it's kind of weird because I can handle it like that, but I don't like it like, by itself or like big chunks.
right.
And let's see, Gail joined us. VJ, Amy, Deneen, Christina. How are y'all ladies doing? And what are y'all working on? And I think like my favorite fruit probably is satsumas, which is kind of like I know most people don't know what they are, but it's a
I
citrus. It's citrus. It's basically kind of like an orange or a tangerine.
They're too sour for me.
But I find you kind of get the best of both worlds. It's like oranges are hard to peel, and tangerines usually have a ton of seeds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love satsumas. Sandy says fruit yummy.
Mhm.
And let's see. Amy says, I love cherries, grapes, and pineapple. Yeah, I love me some grapes. And grapes
Yeah.
are good if you freeze them.
I've never had a frozen grape.
You gotta try it. Frozen
I,
bananas are good too.
I'm gonna have to try that.
And let's see. Samantha says fruit. And let's see, Geraldine joined us. Hi, Geraldine. How are you today? And what are you working on? She likes fruit. And Christina just finished a set of towel toppers, going to look up a Christmas tree skirt pattern. Nice. And Gail says, I am working on afghans and sweaters, but I am about to work on ski masks.
Mm, that sounds interesting.
And Christina says, frozen grapes are like wonderful tiny popsicles.
I'm gonna have to try that for real.
And I saw something on Facebook recently where some people like, I think they freeze the grapes and then they put the like drink mix over them, like
Mm,
sour drink mix or sweet drink mix. I haven't tried it, but that could be something else that if y'all want to experiment.
right, yeah, like make a smoothie with it.
And Gail says, I love fruit and vegetables. Sandy says, yes, frozen grapes. Deneen says, working a peacock colored dragonfly poncho. Ooh, that sounds really pretty.
Yes, it does.
Okay, Samantha, just drop the channel links if they type CC in the comments or if I tell you to drop a link. And Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing today and what are you working on? Okay, So the next question I have for everybody is, do you prefer ice cream in a cone or a dish, and why? Um, whenever I do prefer it in a cone, but it has to be the waffle cones. I love the waffle cones. Those are the best. Um, I I don't know. I do find it just it tastes better basically. And now if it's not a waffle cone, then I would prefer it in a dish. I'm not as big on those, other type of ice cream cones.
Right.
So how about you, Caitlin?
I'm weird. I have to have soft serve in a cone. But if you buy it at the store and you scoop it yourself, put it in a bowl. I don't know what the difference is, but soft serve is best in a cone for me.
Yeah, and then like when you go to the soft serve machines, it's like I have to have the mixture of chocolate and vanilla.
Yes.
So which ones do y'all prefer? Chocolate, vanilla, or the mixture? And let's see. Sandy says waffle cone. Mary says love a waffle cone. Christina says waffle bowl, best of both. Yeah, that is true. Samantha says bowl. And Christina's here. Hi, Christina. How are you today? And what are you working on? Oh, she already answered me. Working on a duster and violet, ice cream in a cone. It's like it's a habit. I'm so used to saying, "And what are you working on?" And sometimes it's like, "Oh, it's already in the comment." Amanda says Afghans 3 in the making. Ooh, nice. Sandy says chocolate. Oh, Christina says soft serve hurts her stomach.
I actually can't have a whole lot of ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, but they do make the dairy free ones.
I haven't tried it, but I did get the little pills in the bottle that you can take, and it works for like 45 minutes. It helps. It's just remembering to take it is my problem.
Yeah. And another thing I'm curious about, what are y'all favorite brands of ice cream? Bluebell.
Yes.
Mary says vanilla can get dressed up with strawberries and chocolate and caramel sauce.
That sounds yummy.
That's Frank. If y'all heard that, that's Frank. He hasn't been feeling too good the last couple of days. He's going to the doctor tomorrow. We think it's from the weather change, going
Probably.
back and forth.
Hmm.
And normally this is how he, like when he gets sick, this is usually how he feels when he gets sick. So it's probably based, hopefully it's just a cold. And Christina says mint chocolate chip. Oh yeah, mint chocolate chip with caramel sauce is my favorite. I've never tried it with caramel sauce though. But yeah, mint chocolate chip is good. Christina says bluebell, no questions.
Hmm.
And Ivy says no ice cream. I'll take the waffle cone. And then what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? That's hard. I got a lot of favorites.
Right.
Like the wedding cake bluebell is good. Their
That one.
banana pudding. Pretty much
Hmm.
any flavor bluebell. You have a favorite, Caitlin?
Well, if if somebody says, what kind of ice cream do you want? I'm going to say chocolate. But if there's not chocolate and there's butter pecan, I'll say butter pecan. Um, there was one time I was looking in the tiny cups of Bluebell and they had a blueberry cobbler and I was like,
Ooh.
and it was so yummy, and I've not seen it since.
Yes, their cobbler's good. Now another one that tends to be my favorite, which isn't Bluebell, is the Snickers. But
Oh, yeah.
I wish they would make the Snickers in Bluebell. It'd probably be even better.
Take the trash out.
Okay, VJ saying Edie slow churn French silk.
Mm.
Amanda says buyers. Let's see. Kim joined us. And I think someone else. Yeah, Michelle. How are y'all ladies doing? And what are y'all working on? And Maureen just joined us. How are you, Maureen? And what are you working on? Amanda says butter pecan.
Mm-hmm.
Deneen says butterscotch ripple.
Ooh.
And let's see. Christina says mint chocolate chip, black walnut, butter pecan in that order. Yeah, I kind of elaborated on the ice cream question. Oh, Kim says black raspberry. Kim says Ben and Jerry's American Dream Cone.
Ooh.
And Kim says brand Ben and Jerry's. Okay. Maureen says her favorite is Bluebell Black Cherry ice cream.
Mm.
Denise says they don't have Bluebell. Oh, you're missing out, Denise.
Yeah.
I know what my favorite thing is.
Samantha's working on another scarf. Christina says anything with caramel, chocolate, and nuts. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Christina. Michelle says working on my mosaic blanket. I wish I could have ice cream, lactose intolerant, but I like the So Kind ice cream boards. They have no dairy and are delish. Yeah, and there are some other brands of lactose free the dairy free ice creams.
I'm gonna have to try that because I'm lactose intolerant too, Nana Michelle.
And let's see.
Make a whole lot of noise.
Amy says I love ice cream sandwiches. Yeah, those are good. I
Mm-hmm.
remember whenever I was a teenager, there was a while, for a little while we were living in an apartment complex right across the street from a gas station. So whenever I would get home from school, I go walk over and go get me the Mississippi mud boars.
Mm.
They were like basically ice cream sandwiches, but they were the Mississippi mud, or I would get nachos. But I also like the hello.
Yay!
I also like the frozen Snickers ice creams. The boars, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
Amy says she's working on a crochet blanket for her niece. Nice. Maureen's working on 2 projects she started for herself during COVID lockdown. I've been picking them up and then putting them aside to get birthdays and then Christmas out. Now it's me time. Nice. Okay. And VJ's working on a dish towel by Bag O' Day.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to ask the next question, Caitlin?
Adam wants to answer the question about ice cream. He's been trying to say it. Let him answer it. Come closer and tell him your favorite kind of ice cream.
My favorite kind of ice cream is chocolate, vanilla, and vanilla with the pecans.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Don't mix together.
I haven't either. Okay, the next question is, do you prefer liquid soap or bar soap and why?
Liquid.
To me, liquid for my hands, but bar soap when I'm taking a shower because I don't like the way liquid makes me feel after I've washed my body with it.
I prefer liquid. It's like, I don't know, like the bar soap, I find it just gets like icky. And then like, you know, it tends to leave a mess residue where you
Yeah.
leave it. Like, I find you gotta kind of get like those little cases to put it in.
Hmm.
Because like if you leave it like on the side of your sink, that residue just, and it's so hard to clean that up.
Yeah, it is.
So I prefer the liquid. And let's see. Denis was saying, I have to go get ice cream from the freezer and put Canadian maple syrup on it. Seems wrong. It's minus 40 degrees Celsius here. You know you're Canadian when. And Michelle says liquid ivory soap. Oh, that's one thing too. Like, when it comes to like for dish soap, what's your favorite dish soap?
Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Or Gain.
Oh yeah, Gain smells really good. I'm allergic to Gain. I can't smell it for too long.
Oh,
I'll start sneezing.
I
And,
vote liquid on both.
and then like for like body soap, Bath and Body Works. And I tend to prefer the fruity scents. Um,
Yeah.
now like I do like vanilla, like sometimes like baked good scents. I like, yeah, I tend to like those, but I'm not real big on floral scents.
Yeah. There's too many flowers that I'm allergic to. I have to test something that's a floral smell before I can wear it or use it because it makes me sneeze.
Hmm. Sandy says liquid. Samantha wants to know how long you've been crocheting, Caitlin.
Since I was 15 and I'm 36 this year. Well, now it's 2022, I'll be 37. So,
Oh, that reminds me. You know who has a birthday coming up on the 13th? The Biscuit.
yeah, I was going to say, you said it the other day.
Christina says actual boar soap, not beauty boars, and they are better for the environment for waste and compost.
Okay.
Nana Michelle says Dawn dish soap. Yeah, Dawn really is the best.
Yeah.
Maureen says, I wanted a denim crochet cardigan for years and finally found a pattern I liked. Then I found a gypsy style shawl, so I started it too. I just can't seem to get them finished. See, one thing that like I did because when I was younger, I was horrible for not finishing my cross stitching projects. So whenever I started getting back into it, and then whenever I started learning the yarn crafts and all that, I make it a point typically not to start another project until I finish.
Hmm.
I mean, now I do have more whips going, but for the most part, I kind of have like a system where I make sure I finish it.
Yeah.
And Samantha says liquid soap. Hey, Froggy, Ribbit, Ribbit. How are you doing today, and what are you working on?
Hayden.
Deneen says I use Dove bar soap and a soap saver in shower. And Christina says love my soap savers. And Maureen says I love the coconut Dove bar. We don't use liquid. We don't use liquid at our house. Not good for a septic tank.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. Oh, Daniel's here. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? And let's see. Amanda wants to know if I'm from Boston. Nope, far from it. I'm from Louisiana, the boot state. And let's see. Michelle says, yeah, no new projects until I get my mosaic done. And virus blanket, I have 5 whips and trying to get them done before new things, but it is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know like my blankets I've been crocheting. It's like I get frustrated because it's like I feel like I'm never gonna get them done, but I'm like, I gotta get them done. I gotta get them done. And Maureen says, I don't usually have multiple projects going. When I saw the shawl pattern, I just needed to, I guess, start it.
Yeah, start it.
Okay. So the next question is, do you prefer perfume or body sprays? I prefer body sprays. And and the reason why is like I find they tend to have more fruity scents. And like I was saying before, I really like the fruity and baked good scents. I'm not that big on floral. And perfume is harder to find scents that aren't floral. I mean, there are a few that are really good smelling, but or at least that I like. How about
Right.
you, Caitlin?
Same. I do body sprays because of the floral scents and being allergic to flowers and stuff.
And let's see, Chris is in the house. Hi, Chris. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Oh yeah, and then like my favorites, Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secrets too. And let's see. Amy saying how she won't let herself have more than 2 projects going at once. Let's see. Sandy and Samantha say body spray. Amanda does too. Christina says perfume or oils last longer.
Do you like body spray or perfume?
Did he just say I'm not a girl?
He said body spray. I'm not a girl.
Found it.
Yes. Good.
Yeah. But yeah, like I love like the cucumber melon. Cucumber melon's one of my favorite. Pearberry. Uh of course vanilla. I like peppermint too.
Oh yeah. I use one from the Dollar General. It's sweet pea is what it's called.
Yeah, that's another one that I like. Another is like I know there's one that I think it's that the cherry blossom one. That's the one I don't like.
Aiden.
Let's see. Maureen says I use lotion for my perfumes. Takes care of moisturizing and scent. No, I haven't tried Furl's Hook yet, Samantha. Yeah, Caitlin hasn't either.
They're too expensive.
I'm too expensive.
Aiden, be quiet.
No.
Yeah, the crochet hooks I have a set that I got off of Amazon, like a no name one.
Yeah. I use Boy.
One of these days, I would love to get the I can't think of the name of the brand. It's a real popular brand that usually most people say are the best.
Like Clover.
Yeah, Clover. That's it.
Okay.
I was like, it was on the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't think of it. I knew once I heard it, I'd be like, yep, that's it. Christina says, I like sandalwood, whiskey, and bergamot scents. Maureen
like
says, I lean more towards cotton or sea breeze scents. Love clean scents. And Michelle says, I'm a clover armor girl or tulip or the no name clovers. I tried furls, but it was too awkward. Maureen says, I'm a Bates girl. My grandma started me on them when I was 14. Amy says, I have the whole set of clover. I love them. Hi, Anita. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Okay. So you want to go ahead and ask the next question, Caitlin?
what is your favorite type of donut? Aiden already answered. He said, ooh, chocolate. I like Krispy Kreme donuts, just the regular sugar glazed donuts with Krispy Kreme.
I like chocolate eclairs. And like when I lived in Homa, there's this donut place called Mr. Ronnie's, and I would
Mhm.
get the pecan praline donuts. Well,
That's
I think they were actually shaped like an eclair. Ooh, those were good. They were
sounds
so
yum.
good. And let's see. Samantha says glazed. And Chris says Krispy Kreme hot glaze. And I'm curious too, like what are y'all favorite donut places? Um, the town I live in, the popular here is Ray's Bakery. How about
Okay.
how about you, Caitlin?
Krispy Kreme is the popular one around here, but there is a donut shop. It's called the Donut Shop, and it's about 30 miles away. They're pretty good donuts there too.
Yeah, we don't have like Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme, like the actual places. Now I think like some places carry their products, but let's see. Michelle says Boston cream or Krispy Kreme. Sandy says Boston cream. Oops, I skipped. Okay. Maureen says blueberry cake donut. Ooh, that sounds good. Deneen says Boston cream or Ghostbuster. What is Ghostbuster, Deneen? I never heard of that. Mary says, do apple fritters count? Sounds good. I mean, it's not like, it's not like really you don't have to be exact on this question. It's mostly just about sharing. Aiden's, I can't hear you.
It's my family came outside.
Tried to hide from us because we're loud.
I thought Aiden was getting into stuff.
He was a while ago. That's why I turned my head because he was over there and I was gapping at him.
Well, she doesn't understand louder than any of
No.
us. Yeah, she is. Don't let her fool you.
Uh-oh. Anita saying, I'm good. How are you guys? We're doing good.
Doing good.
She's working on clothes for Heather's Country Crochet to give to the House of Ruth. Awesome. And let's see. Amy just loves any fresh glazed donut or white ice Long John. And Samantha wants to know where you're from, Caitlin, and I'm trying to remember which state it is.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're from the South. Sandy says Moonrise Donuts. Never heard of that. I'm curious what that is too. Or is that might be a donut place though.
It could be.
Yeah. At first I was thinking a type of donut. But then I did say, what's your favorite donut place? So
Yeah, it could be that.
let's see. Christina says Irish made, but none around here. Otherwise, no donuts. Anita says homemade powdered donuts is my favorite. Yeah, powdered donuts are good too.
Hmm.
And let's see. Mary says Uncle Mike's Bakery. They have world class Kringle. And Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? And what are you working on? And she says Southern Made here in Shreveport. And Maureen says we have a mom and pop place that is fantastic. You have to get them early or they are sold out. Chris says, thank you for the reminder. I forgot I had glazed donut holes. Denise says Ghostbuster is like a Boston cream, but instead of custard, it has whipped cream in it. Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was a donut shop. Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie. How are you? And what are you currently working on? And we have her wanting donuts. Yeah. Between the ice cream and donuts, I'm going to leave everyone hungry. Okay. So the next question. Okay, yeah, it's me for the next question. What was your favorite book as a child? Like whenever I was really young, I always loved the Bernstein Bears. Then whenever like I was more like elementary school, I loved the Babysitter Club books. Also Beverly Cleary books, Judy Blume. Oh, and I remember Shel Silverstein, his poems. And how about you, Caitlin?
We were actually talking about this the other day. Whenever I was younger, and we would go and read the AR books to get points and stuff. My favorite thing to read was Sweet Valley High. And then somebody gave me an R.L. Stein book, and that become my new favorite thing was R.L. Stein.
I love you.
Hi, Aiden.
Oh.
And like I remember too in school how they used to have those little like I guess kind of like a pamphlet where you could order books from.
Yeah, the Weekly Reader.
I don't know if that's what ours were called, but it was something where you could order books, and I would always get excited like to be able to order books.
Yeah.
It was like you looked forward to whenever they would pass it around school. It's like, yes, books.
Right.
And another thing I used to love too, and I don't know if some of y'all remember the book racks, where basically it was a store where you could get used books from, and you could trade in your used books and usually get credit to go towards the other books.
Oh, okay.
So like, we would go to the book rack in Raceland and bring our books and then get some new books. And like I loved going, and then usually on the way back we would stop to get a malt, and it was like I always looked forward to that.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, I think it was Scholastic News, the ones that we had, Michelle.
Oops.
Let's see. Amanda says finally got back to working on the blanket for my son. Awesome. Melanie's working on hat and wrist warmers.
Oh.
Sweet. Thank you, Samantha. What's that? Goosebumps. Yeah, I watched some of Goosebumps for a while.
Here comes the Shaggity is what it's called.
Yep.
Oh,
That right there, my friend, is the Shaggity. I'm on chapter 7.
remember those books where like you got to choose like where it took you? Like you would get to a certain page and it'd be like if you want to do this, go to page such and such. If you want to
Yes.
do this, go to.
You have-
I love those books.
Me too.
Sandy says Nancy Drew. Amanda says Bridge to Terabithia. I'm probably not saying.
Terabithia.
Okay.
You want to know all my favorite books?
She's reading a comment.
Oh, my bad.
Anita says the monster at the end of this book, and then the Horty Boys. And Christina says Detective Mickey Mouse, Boxcar Children, Horty Boys, Nancy Drew, A Wrinkle in Time.
Yes.
Ivy says Nancy Drew. Everyone loves Nancy Drew. And let's see. Amy says V.C. Andrews. And recently Lifetime played a bunch of the V.C. Andrews movies. Of course, the flowers in the attic. That was one series. Then there was the Ruby series. And then what was the other one? Where she goes to stay with the well, it started off with the I think the I'm getting myself confused. But it had a grandma in it, and oh, I can't think of it. And it's I'm getting myself confused trying to think of how the movie went. But yeah, Michelle's saying the Scholastic News. Yeah. Mary says, Nancy Drew mystery series. And Queen Nadera, hopefully I'm saying your name right here. How are you doing today, and what are you working on? Aiden's cutting up again, huh?
He was asking me what degree it was, and he was going, and I didn't know what he meant by that. It's 50.
It started warming up here.
Mm-hmm.
It was summer, and then it turned back.
Yeah, today it averaged, I think, in the 60s. I think it was the 60s.
Okay.
It was either 60s or 50s, but I think it was 60s. Maureen says Nancy Drew. Then I progressed to Robert Ludman and something Fitzgerald. I have always been drawn to mysteries and intrigue. Yeah, I love true crime.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching Kendall Ray on YouTube. And then there's her. Stephanie Harlow is one I like. And there's one, her first name's Danielle. I can't think of her last name. And then Christina Randall is another one that's starting to get more into true crime stuff. Ooh, Amanda has slow cooker chili and cornbread for supper. I'm on my way. You're only, I think, about 3 hours from me, I think it is. Christina says, I love the book club pins from Pizza Hut. I got lots of pizza with all those buttons.
Mm-hmm.
I used to in a radio contest and win Mr. Gaddy's pizzas when I was a kid. Maureen says it's potluck for us tonight.
Yummy.
I says and Horty Boy books. Melanie says, yes, I love Scholastics. Mom would order me books. They were awesome. So exciting to get books. Anita says, I feel so old reading some of these responses because my grown kids read them. And Michelle says, Judy Blume was pretty good too. Yeah, I love Judy Blume. I really haven't started scheduling February yet, Samantha. Um, Usually I kind of start working on the month, the current month, and when it gets closer to the end of the month, then I start scheduling the next month usually. And let's see. Sandy says yes, summer then winter. Queen Nadera says I'm working on a beautiful shells baby blanket. Nice. Oh, Lisa the Grammy's here. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, did you read my email yet? I had sent it to you a couple of days ago. She says she's eating tacos and typing left-handed. It's snowing outside and 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, that's too cold. Too cold. Christina says, I read all the Andrews books, Flowers in the Attic. Maida says, come on, Connie, there's plenty. I don't mind sharing. Maureen says it's Sunday. We've had 20s in the morning and then warming up into the 70s. No wonder we all keep the sniffles.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the type of stuff it does in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa says her internet's messing up.
Oh no.
Put it in the corner.
Time out for the internet.
No, it wasn't Danielle Steele. It was by oh wait, what you call the one that did Flowers in the Attic. VC Andrews. And it's like it's at the tip of my tongue, and that's what's driving me crazy. It's like, but like, I think she had fallen in love with her uncle, which VC Andrews loves doing that sort of thing, and it started off, I think, with the daughter. Well, no, it was a granddaughter, and then the granddaughter grew up. She went to live with the grandparents for a while, and then found out that her step grandfather, I think, was actually her father. I don't know. It was crazy. Okay. Okay, I'll probably get to my emails tomorrow, Samantha. Okay, Chris says, I just got done with tacos too before my donuts. Ooh, tacos. All right, you have a good night, Christina.
Bye.
Yes, I like her books, Amanda. Mary Higgins Clark. She's one I like. Yes, you would need to email me, Samantha. Nadera says, I love Toni Morrison's books. The Bluest Eyes, Beloved, and Sula. See, I never heard of that author.
Me either.
Okay. Let's see, whose turn is it? It's your turn for the next question, Caitlin.
How did you ring in the new year? I was asleep. I tried to stay up. I woke up at 10 minutes after midnight and said Happy New Year and went right back to sleep.
Me too. I was in bed. I think I fell asleep around 11:30.
Okay.
But I was yawning at 11. I mean at 7:00. But like I remember like Frank said I was kind of tossing turning and woke up around 11:30, asked him what time it was, and I remember doing this, and he told me 11:30. Then he said I went right back to sleep. I I didn't make it. And
I think it was probably about 11:45 the last time I looked at the clock, and I was like, just 15 more minutes. And yeah, I woke up 10 minutes after 12.
but yeah, it's like, and I had thought about like going live to try to count down
Okay.
to the new year Central Standard Time.
Mhm.
But I was kind of like, I don't know, because even if I am awake, I'll probably be like sleepy, and I probably would have just been kind of like just there.
Right.
So I was like, nah, it's probably best not to. And can one of my moderators drop Queen Adora's channel link, please? Christina saying Dark Angel. I don't know. I don't know. Let me try to see if I can look it up real quick.
Go ahead.
It was Heaven. That's the series
Okay.
by VC Andrews. That was the one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Sandy says sleeping. Ooh, we have a lot of sleepers. Anita says I sleep as I do every year. Michelle says Olivia and I were playing Uno and Skippo. Ooh, Skippo's fun. If y'all never played Skippo, that's a fun game.
I haven't.
Uno's fun too, but I think most people have played Uno. They've heard of Uno. Okay. Lisa saying she got my email. We were in town most of yesterday. I will email you after I eat. Okay. Mary says I made it to 11. And Nadara says I was crocheting in bed while watching YouTube videos. Not many people made it till midnight.
And see, I was watching a movie, and it wasn't the most interesting movie, but I was watching, or I was supposed to be. Apparently, I was watching with the back of my eyelids more than I was the movie.
Okay. I think we'll ask one more question and then we'll start wrapping things up.
Okay.
Okay. What is something new that you want to learn with crochet and or knitting? With crochet, I want to learn some new stitches that I plan to be learning as I do that blanket that I'm designing. There's like 9 more stitches that I plan to learn with that blanket. I'm getting tongue tied with that blanket. Also want to learn Tunisian crochet. Now with knitting, I don't even want to know what that is. Frank's going to see about it. What is my cat doing? Okay, Allie. But anyway, okay, where was I? Knitting. I would like to try to learn to knit a shawl using beads. That's something I would like to learn how to do this year. And let's see. She knocked over her food. Oh, poor baby. But that was loud though.
I heard it.
You know what it probably was? She was probably sleeping and fell. And she probably fell on top of food.
Milo, stop it.
Poor baby. But anyway, that's one thing that I want to learn how to do with knitting, and I do want to try to find other things to challenge myself with knitting. I just haven't really decided what yet. How about you, Caitlin?
Well, there's not very much crochet that I don't know how to do already. Um, I can Tunisian. I will do it if I want to make something, but I don't prefer it because of me being a pencil holder. But when it comes to knitting, I'm still new at knitting. I can do the knit stitch and the purl stitch. So what I need to do is get better with that and then learn what other techniques you can do with knitting. So that's what I need to do.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I do want to do like more with socks with knitting,
Hmm.
but I don't know if it's like if I'm really going to be learning anything really that I haven't done before.
Right.
So I don't know. But I do want to find some ways to challenge myself more with knitting this year. Let's see. Lisa says there were a lot of lives on New Year's Eve. I always stay up late, nothing special. Samantha says Harry Potter blanket. Thank you, Angela. Okay, Lisa wants to know what time you're on in the AM. She's Central
At,
Time.
at 8 a.m. Central.
Yeah, like sometimes I wish I kind of had an earlier morning live. Like I would like to do like coffee with Connie or something like that, or John with
Yes,
Connie.
together. Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I may at some point try to figure something out. But as it is, I pretty much use all my StreamYard hours. So if
Hmm.
I did, I would have to like use Restream.
Yeah.
Michelle says, "Yeah, fine. If I fall asleep before 12, it's a miracle, and I get up at 5:30 in the morning."
Okay.
Ooh, how do you function on so little sleep? Lisa says, "Catastrophe." Yeah, yeah, and she will like she, she'll fall asleep and she falls over sometime. Like, she don't. She's sleeping and she don't.
Yeah.
She's a kapow, and it's like poor baby. But yeah, she'll sleep standing up, and it's like I'm like, why don't you go curl up somewhere and go sleep? And Queen Adora says, I want to learn some new crochet earring designs. And Michelle says, working with beads is so much fun. Ladybird and Knitting Turnpike have tutorials on how to attach beads easily for crochet. And that was one thing when they were doing that challenge. I was busy with other projects, so I didn't have a chance to join in.
Yeah, me too.
And let's see, Barbara's here. Hi, Barbara. How are you doing today?
Barbara.
And let's see. Samantha says Harry Potter blanket for crocheting. And I guess you mean socks.
Yeah, I think so.
Anita says I also want to learn the Tunisian crochet and to crochet baby booties without struggling. Yeah. Maureen wants to learn Tunisian crochet too. Yeah, I want to do my 2023 temperature blanket, Tunisian crochet. That's my goal for next for my temperature blanket. Not this year, the following year.
Right.
And let's see, Amanda says, I release my mornings with Jesus devotionals after midnight or 1 a.m. That way night owls or early risers will have it.
Hmm.
Michelle says, I like that coffee with Connie. I would be able to listen while I'm at work. Just use YouTube Live for the coffee live and just have yourself. Yeah, that is one thing too. I forget I can use YouTube too.
Yeah.
And there have been times I wondered, like maybe changing my time slots. But then I kind of find like I do one like Monday I do 11:30,
Hmm.
which gets the people that are more like, you know, home on the early side. Then Wednesdays I do at 7, which catches people like more when they get home from work.
Hmm.
And then Saturdays, you're kind of hoping that people that that work have time to watch it. But then the same aspect too, Saturdays you have more people going live
Yeah.
because Saturdays is the day that I find tends to be the slowest day for my lives. But then there's times that I do have a good, a lot that turn out. It's kind of like 50-50.
Yeah.
But okay, Maureen says Wi-Fi cutting in and out due to weather. May have to slip out for a bit. Yeah, I'm fixing to wrap up, Maureen. I won't be on much longer. Probably 5-10 minutes at the most. Barbara says hooked up to my CPAP as much as possible to train my body to breathe with it and not fight it.
Yeah. That has to be hard.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure offhand, Samantha, what dates are available. I did send you an email with the dates, but some of those dates have already been taken. Okay, Lisa says, I did Tunisian crochet back when it was called just an Afghan hook. I made a baby blanket for my oldest daughter. Nice. And even Lisa says her computer is buffering every 2 minutes.
Oh no.
Okay. I am caught up with the chats. Oh, Lisa says it's been snowing. Yes, get y'all snow pictures in. If it's snowing in your area, I'm doing a snow video on February 28th. Okay. So do you have anything you would like to say before we wrap up, Caitlin?
Just if you can join me in the morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, I will be live.
I got to say something.
Yes.
Aiden's got to say something too. Hold on. What?
Ready? I'm gonna throw this rope. Ready?
He's got a rope and he threw it like y'all can see him.
Good.
To the cold new year, he says.
But I want to thank you for joining me today, Caitlin. I enjoyed
You're
having you.
Thank you
And
for having me. Thank you.
you're welcome. And thank y'all everybody for watching the live. And those that will be watching on replay, thank you. And I hope y'all all have a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light and bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Aiden.